Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Many a times we try to solve the problems which do not exist. And when we start inquiry about that problem, then we will come to a conclusion that problems can never be solved. At the most, they can be dissolved. So what is the problem for all of us? Only one problem: mind. Therefore, do karma yoga so that your mind is purified. Karmani chitta shuddhyartham. So, keep the mind busy. Because mind is the problem. Then mind is not available to focus wherever we want. See? Then do upasana. Do puja, pothi, chanting. And then we start enjoying the chanting and get lost only in the chanting. Don't go beyond it. See? So, upasana is done for making the mind single-pointed. So, karma is done for purification of the mind. Upasana is done for the single-pointedness of the mind. Then, yoga is done again for disciplining the mind. Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. Japa is done so that mind can remain focused. All these paths, karma, yoga and upasana, they are on the foundation that the mind is real. See? So that mind of which we are tired, find out what is that mind we talk about. See? Our problem is, when we switch on the light, the switch, the light comes in the filament. Yes. When we switch off, where the light goes? Then again to find out, again we switch on. Again the see it has come. Now the problem is the first light which has gone, is it the same light has come? Now take your usual example in this country. Switch on your car, horsepower is born. So HP 1. Switch off the car. Where the horsepower has gone? Dikh nahi rahi kahin. It's not seen anywhere. Anyway, let us try again. Again we start. HP 2. Do it n number of times. The question is the first horsepower, the second, the third, fourth? See? So what is this discussion will lead to? Light is only an expression of electricity, but it is not real. See? There is no light in electricity. See how simple it is. And we are able to see the things in the room only after the light comes. If you are in a room and there is absolutely pitch darkness, nothing is seen. So when the light comes, things are seen. When the switch off, light gone, nothing is seen. Now if this is clear, then when Shuddha Chaitanya, pure consciousness, expresses in the body as the mind, the world is created. Again we switch off, go to deep sleep. Not don't go now. Go to deep sleep, where the world has gone. I am leaving these questions unanswered for you to think over. We have good dream, then the dream is over. So as a dreamer, in that we enjoyed. Second day, horrible dream. That is also over. Third day, confused dream. That is also over. Now the question is the dreamer 1, the dreamer 2, dreamer 3 are the same? In one dream, I was a king. In another dream, I was a beggar. In the third dream, I was a Babaji. See? Therefore, we never write autobiography of a dreamer. We write autobiography of a waker. Now, if this is true, that for every dream there is a separate dreamer, it is equally must be true for every waking experience there is a separate waker. Either write the autobiography of the dreamer or do not write the autobiography of a waker. See? I am not forcing anything on you, only analyzing our day-to-day experiences. See, my friends. But then we start, I was born there, then in the childhood I was very dumb, as if not now. And then a big history done. Now, one more data. Here we don't have, in USA they have got the garland that they offer us, they are recycled. After it's over, they take it back and put it in the fridge. And next day, Swamiji. Recycling of everything. So, garland is so beautiful. Then you cut the thread, remove all the flowers and the thread, put together. What is lost? Everything is there. All the flowers are there, the thread is there. Now the question is, where the garland has gone? And therefore, what is a garland? Different flowers. In our Hindi language, we call flowers means fool. So different fools. And they are put together through the thread of consciousness. and a garland of fools is created. Autobiography. See? And if there are too many flowers, huge garland. See? 95 not out. 60 not out, relatively small. 10 not out, relatively small. 3 years, only 3 flowers. Then that is a garland for Ganpati in Mumbai. In Bombay, the garland for Ganpati has got this design. The thread is conspicuous, flowers you have to see. And if, be attentive, and if there is only one flower, can you make a garland out of it? Therefore, my friends, our Maha Mantra, wherever I am, whenever I am, whatever I am, I shall be 100%. One flower. जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, तुम भी जाओ. So we are trying to work on illusions. So be very attentive. In this room, the things are as they are. When there is absolute darkness, you cannot see them. When the light comes, you can see them. Again light goes off. Again you can't see them. Contents are there, but you can't see them. Again light comes. When second time light comes, what will be seen? What is already there. Exactly the same way, on our mind, the foolishness is engraved. So when the body identification happens through the consciousness expressing as mind, then immediately the same thing comes out. And when the mind disappears, everything gone. Now this mind, like the horsepower, this mind, like the light in the bulb, comes and goes, comes and goes. That which comes and goes is not real. See? Therefore, we are all struggling with this dumb thing called as mind. Now here we have to start. See? This mind, because of which we are so much miserable, frustrated, find out, what is this mind? There was one girl, now she is married, she is in the UK. So, when she was, I think, 6 years or 7 years, like that, extremely intelligent, Tamilian girl. So, when we went to Badrinath, on our way in the bus, she was sitting with me like the baby of a monkey and sleeping. So I can't move like that. And before we reached there, she vomited. So I was nice bath. And thereafter, cleaning everything, we had darshan and everything. So then, because she was sleeping whole day, she was fresh. We were all tired. And in a big hall, some wooden cots, and like one big one. So I was sleeping on the corner. Next to me, her father. Next to the father, this daughter. Next to that, her mother. Like 6, 7 of us. Very cold. Now this girl is fresh. Mommy, tell stories. Because she is not feeling sleepy. Don't disturb me. Ask your dad. Dad, tell story. Ask Swamiji, he knows more stories. So she was lifted from there and put next to me. Swamiji, they told, you tell stories, tell me story. Now what can I do? I said, look here, that side, darkness, yes. the ghost. It will come and trouble you if you trouble me. Really, the ghost will come? Then I don't need you. I will ask him to tell the story. When you are not afraid of ghost, then only you can find out that the ghost which doesn't exist is making us miserable. Mind is this ghost. Therefore, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi takes this simple, wonderful approach. We have seen up to 16th verse. Now in the 17th verse, he says, Manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam marga arjavat. Manasam tu kim. You are all the time talking about impure mind, disturbed mind, frustrated mind. Find out what is the mind. See? Now before we go here, I'll tell you how the mind is created and maintained. See? If we honor any sequence, mind is created. Morning, event number 1. Bathroom, event number 2. Cup of tea, event number 3. Bath, event number 4. Breakfast, event number 5. Mind is created. Go to sleep, event number 1. After that, nothing. No mind. See? Therefore, we have to arrest the sequential experiences. We are lost in these sequences. Therefore, those who do the japa mechanically, my mind is so disturbed. Whenever I do japa, the mind runs here and there. You are making the mind strong by creating a sequence. Instead of that, if you can reduce the speed of sequence, chant the same Lord's name slowly. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Between two words, Manas Tatra Niramisham, mind is objectless. Sound is an object. So when the mind is objectless, we have seen Chittam Chitcha Vijaniyat Takara Rahitam Yada. When objectivity from the mind is removed, it is objectless awareness. Like when the shape of the water is removed, then ice is called as water. When we add shape to the water is called as ice. Therefore, spiritual practice cannot be done in a hurry. Why? Because nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Then what? Relax. Prayatna Shaithilya. Lesser the struggle we entertain in our life. That doesn't mean we go to sleep in satsang. See? Remain alert. 3 qualities I told you. Quiet, alert, and what is the third? I forgot. Vigilant. Such a mind is able to understand this 17th mantra. So, manasam tu kim? Margane krute means when inquired. This is called as Sati Saptami. Manasam tu kim? What is this mind? What is troubling us? Now, few more data. Cause is always established by studying the effects. Symptoms are studied and a disease is arrived at, is it not? You cannot know anything without the effects. What we experience is the effects. From those effects, we go to the cause. So, manasam tu kim? So, when we want to find out what is the mind, then we have to find out what are the effects of the mind. See, effects of the mind are 4. Mind is a common term for mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar. When the mind is in the form of buddhi, logic, reason, that experience is waking. When the mind is in a chaotic condition without reason, that experience is dream. When mind is existing as ahankar, ahankar is not ego. Ahankar is a tattva, because of which the 5 elements do not get disintegrated in deep sleep. The body is still maintained. So what is that which is keeping the body going and all the physiological functions are going? It is this principle of ahankar. So buddhi pradhan is waking, then mana pradhan is dream, ahankar pradhan is the deep sleep, and chitta pradhan is the samadhi. See. So these are the 4 things. So manasam tu kim? Now what are the effects of this mind? Sometime it is waking, sometime it is dream, sometime it is sleep, sometime it is samadhi. And what are they? They come and go, they come and go, they come and go. But there is one factor which has never come and never gone. I had good sleep, but in between I had bad dreams. Who makes this statement? Waker cannot make this statement. He was not in the deep sleep. He was not in the dream. Dreamer cannot make this statement. He was not in the waking. He was not in the deep sleep. Who makes this statement? Someone who is in the waking without becoming a waker. Who is in the dream without becoming a dreamer. Who is in the deep sleep without going to sleep. And the one who is experiencing peace without any disturbance, samadhi. But one who is not touched, influenced by anything. Be very attentive. Who is that? What is that? If you want to know what is the vision, what you have to do, withdraw your attention from the colors and forms. Close the eyes, no. You will fall down. Then, only know that if you are 25 of us here, I am looking at you. And instead of this, if they become 100, will it be a burden to my vision? Or I have to see 100 people. And if all of you disappear, will there be a loss? No. In the same manner, when waking dream comes, nothing is added to me. When deep sleep samadhi happens, nothing is lost. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. So what are the effects of the mind? Effects of the mind are these four: waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi. See. Now out of these four, our attention is only on the waking experience. And when we analyze something and take only 1/4 data, and on the basis of that 1/4 data, if we conclude something, can that conclusion be valid? It cannot be. You have to take the complete data. Suppose we have to find out what is the health status of a person. So what we do? We take the complete picture. Otherwise, no, his blood pressure is okay. What about digestion? No, digestion, how does it matter? That matters most. In the same manner, we have to look into the effects of the mind are four, and among the four, the waking is the most important, and therefore spiritual practice is done in the waking state, and therefore in satsang don't sleep. See. Now when we are in the waking state, and instead of struggling, mind is disturbing too much, just quite, start understanding with intelligence. Now, where will the thoughts come? Thoughts have to come in the mind. They cannot come in your nose, you blow them out and throw. Why too many thoughts come in the mind? See, invalid question. So instead of that, start working on it. How the thoughts come. Then we come to know, whenever we have given importance to anything or anybody, that forms the seed from where the thought eruptions happen. Now, if we have given importance to something, we have to devalue. Nobody can do it for us. So the first step about mind is stop complaining. See. And such a living at zero complaint level. Then we start working on the mind. Manasam tu kim, what is that mind here? All the time worried. Now what is happening? We are inquiring about the mind by the mind. We can see everything by our eyes. Now try to see your own eyes with your own eyes. Try. Your vision will disappear. Exactly the same way, mind can think about something other than the mind. See? So when we go to the eye doctor, so what he does, he shows us some letters to see. Can you read this? No. Okay. Make bigger size. Now can you read this? No. He becomes angry. Can you read now? No. How come? I don't know English. Doctor will commit suicide. See. So, the effect of the vision is established by looking at the vision as a cause is established by looking at the effects. See, in the same manner. When focus attention on the eyes, by the eyes disappear. In the same manner, manasam tu kim, we are working by the mind on the mind. Mind will disappear. Manasam tu kim. Margane krute. So instead of complaining, getting frustrated, and reading the books here and there, and then try to undo that. See, sit in the particular posture. Then switch on the TV and say, Ramdev Baba is doing like this thing. Our stomach is so much out. Then it can't go inside. See? These are the cartoons of spiritual life. We have to start analyzing our own experiences and learn from them. So, manasam tu kim margane krute. So, we are doing this inquiry by what? By the mind. So, when we are doing inquiry about the mind, then we start. What is the mind? See? Normally, we are told mind is thoughts. But it is incomplete understanding. See? Sometimes they say mind is a flow of thoughts. Can we say a river is full of water? Incomplete understanding. River is water, flow, and the river bed. See, when I go to Varanasi, earlier I used to take every day bath in Ganges. Now I don't go. So again, Swamiji, you are not taking bath in Ganges. I say, I do take, but we don't see you. No, I take in the vertical Ganges. In my shower, Ganges only comes. You are taking in a horizontal Ganges, I take in a vertical Ganges. So the water coming in the tap is not Ganges, it is water. So if we have to understand what water is, then we have to know these three factors: water, flow, and the river bed. Exactly the same way. Mind cannot be only the flow of thoughts. Therefore, here the teacher says, Manasam tu kim margane krute. When you inquire thus, naiva manasam. There is nothing like mind. See? Naiva manasam. And this marga arjavad. Arjava means straight, simple. This is the simplest of all the spiritual practice. Marga arjavad. See? Therefore, friends, we told you number of times in all our lectures, our satsanga is a gym. It is not a Bollywood free show. It is not a hospital. It is not a temple. It is the gym. In gym, only the healthy people are allowed. See? With the asthma, we go to the gym and tell the gym person, look here, I want to do weightlifting. You are not lifting the weight, you will be lifted up. Only healthy people can go to the gym. In the same manner, those who are healthy mentally, not physically. See? And what is the mental health? You are able to relax in any situation and you do not go under the attacks of depression. In other words, you remain ever cheerful and happy. A depressed person cannot be happy. I am depressed, but I am happy. See? You cannot. Therefore, the real spiritual practice is our Maha Mantra. Be happy, mauj mein raho. Everything is done. So, Naiva Manasam Marga Arjavad. When we thus inquire, we will come to know that mind because of which we are suffering or because of which we were suffering, that never existed anywhere. See? Then in Yoga Vasishta and Mandukya Karika, one slok comes. I like that slok very much. It is said there, na nirodho na cha utpatti na baddho na cha sadhakaha na muktaha na mumukshurvai ittesha paramarthata. The ultimate truth is this, ittesha paramarthata. Nobody is bound, nobody is liberated. यार फिर हम क्या करें? Life is a time pass. One lady asked me this question somewhere. Swamiji, when will I get liberated? I said, imagine, now you are liberated. What next? That is what I am thinking. If I get liberated, what will I do? See? To get liberation, you must be in bondage. See? Therefore, na nirodho na cha utpatti. Nothing is created, nothing is destroyed. Nobody is bound, nobody is liberated. Nobody is seeking, nothing is sought. So all these years we were doing Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalan Athava Danam Chardham Yatra, then Kailash Manas Sarovar, and taking a holy deep in that Ganges, and I'm feeling realized. What is too cold here? It is such a great fun. But for us, somehow or the other, we get lost only in this thing, Satyam vada dharmam charo sadhyayan ma pramadaha acharyayam dhanamavritya prajatantum ma vyavachasi matrudevo bhava pitrudevo bhava acharyadevo bhava. Relax. See, friends, if we can really catch the real spirit of these mantras, your whole life will change. Change for good. So, Manasam tu kim. What is the mind? Now inquiry begins in the 18th mantra. Vrittaya tu aham vritti mashrita. There are let us begin like that, then I'll change it. Two types of thoughts. One is the objective aspect of the thought, and second is the subjective aspect of the thought. Mind is divided into object and the subject. See? So, the subjective thought is called as aham vritti, and the objective thought is called as idam vritti. Idam means that which I am not, that. So be very attentive. More the number of idam vrittis I entertain, to that extent the aham vritti, the I thought, becomes fat. See? A child, he also aham vritti, idam vritti. But his storage of the idam vritti is very small. Therefore, his aham vritti is not very fat. And because aham vritti is not very fat, moment he is angry, and 2 moments he is okay. But oldie, idam vrittis are infinite. Aham vritti is fat. Now do the sadhana. Lesser the idam vrittis, objective thoughts, are entertained, to that extent the aham vritti, the subjective thought I, is reduced. Now go on doing it. When we come to a point that there are hardly any idam vrittis, there will be hardly any I. Be attentive. There is zero idam vrittis. There is I without a vritti, without a thought. So there are two I's. One I is dressed in the thoughts. Other I is naked without the thoughts. Man is naked. Husband is in the thought of wife. So, man and husband. Now, between these two, who is miserable? Man or husband? Don't answer, it's known to everybody. Now, what sadhana this husband should do? Don't take life, or rather wife, too seriously. Take her lightly. Maybe she is heavy. Take her lightly. You have learned Vedanta. See, friends. Therefore, vrittaya tu aham vrittim ashrita. Unless there is the owner, aham vritti, there cannot be owned. And because of this aham vritti, the samsara begins. And this aham vritti is becoming fatter and fatter because idam vrittis are entertained beyond limits. What are the idam vritti? When I was small, when I was a child, and then we don't understand one basic principle. Nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. But what do we have? Only past. So what can I share? Past. When we were there, I didn't ask you. See? Therefore, friends, one of the most potent spiritual practice I have been telling 100 times, don't talk about your past. Don't ask anybody about their past. But you tell sometime, when I was there, this happened, when that lady came, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I tell. But for what? I have learned from that experience. Friends, when you learn from your experiences, they do not create impressions on your mind, and there are only two types of impressions, likes and dislikes. Oh, this Sedona is so nice, we should come here every day. Likes. See? Samsara begins. So what should be the quality of our mind? Like that of a mirror. Mirror reflects everything, rejects nothing, at the same time retains nothing. And therefore, mirror does not have ego, and mirror does not have a personality. Mirror is living in the utter present. So what should be our spiritual practice? When we thus start living more and more in utter present, the idam vrittis, the objective garbage that we have collected, that will be reduced. To that extent, our aham vritti will be slowly discarding the vritti clothings, and only the naked aham will start appearing. That naked aham is Paramatma, Digambara, non-specific, nirvishesha satta. We are lost only in visheshata. If we want to come to the eyes, what we have to do? We have to grow out of these colors and forms. If we have to go to the mind, we have to discard the functioning of the sense organs. If we have to go to the eye, then we have to discard the likes and dislikes of the mind. And when we come to the I, then we come to know lesser the things that we have entertained in this world, to that extent we have become lighter and lighter. So there is no load. And therefore, be attentive. When you laugh, when you are happy, you don't think. When you think and then I will laugh, you can never laugh in your life. Because then I am thinking. You can see there are people who are always Gambirananda. As if they are consumed one handful of caterpillars. Why you are like that? Manufacturer's defect. Ram, 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 Ram. It is only the human beings who are given the option of smiling, other than the Disney World animal characters. See, friends, relax, relax, relax. Manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam marga arjavan. So, what is this mind? The mind is, be attentive, the mind is an interaction between the aham vritti and idam vrittis. And all the idam vrittis, the objective aspect in the knowledge, is dependent on the subjective aspect. And the objective aspect becomes valid because the subjective aspect is giving value to that. If we devalue, nothing in this world can trouble us. See? We give value to discipline. Anywhere you go, you will be miserable. See? You give value to cleanliness, you will see dirtiness even in the temple. You will not see God there. Anything you give value. Therefore, friends, the space doesn't give value to any shape, any color. Whether it is earth, round, moving continuously, the space doesn't feel, hey, I am feeling tickling here. Jor se mat ghumna. See? When the oceans are blasting here and there, the space doesn't become wet. Sardi ho jayegi, dheere. No. When there are infernos world over, nothing happens to the space. See, because space supports everything but doesn't get influenced by anything. In the same manner, mind supports waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi, but essentially does not get influenced by anything. See, whenever anything enters the mind objectively, samsara begins. When we empty the mind, no problem. See? So, this is one aspect I told you. Now the second aspect is still deeper. Be very attentive. For, let's take an example. This is a water bottle. Now, how this water bottle is known? This is water bottle, step 1. I know this is water bottle, so this is water bottle is the idam vritti, not I aspect in the knowledge. I know this is the water bottle, this is the I aspect in the same knowledge. So the knowledge is divided in objective and subjective aspect. See? And the third stage, I, aham vritti, is not this bottle. 3 stages. Now, this is first example. This is a bottle, I know this is a bottle, I am not the bottle, then we keep it down. Then we take this mouse. This is a mouse, I know this is a mouse, but I am not the mouse. Then I take. This is a phone. I know this is a phone, but I am not the phone. Very good. Now, in these three, water bottle is different from the mouse, and the phone is different from the water bottle and the mouse. No doubt in understanding. Simple. Now, the knowledge that this is a water bottle, and the knowledge that this is a mouse, and the knowledge that this is a phone, they are also different. See? Now, the knower of the bottle and the knower of the mouse and the knower of the phone, how it can be one? Like, for every dream, there is a separate dreamer. In the same manner, in every experience, there is a separate experiencer. Childhood, as a child experiencer. Childhood gone. Where is that childhood experiencer? Where the baby has gone? Teenage experiencer was teenager. Teenage gone. Where is the teenager? Be attentive. Therefore, when we start working on these lines, remain utterly in the present and do not mix one issue with the other issue. So, like only with one flower, there cannot be a garland. If you start remaining in the utter present, you have nothing to talk, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Relax. Then how to lead the life? Like we have come here to this place, Sedona. Have we come here to earn money? No. We have come here to spend money. Exactly the same way. We have come in this world on a vacation. Day after tomorrow we have to go. In the same manner, when we leave this place is dead for us. We don't die. Exactly the same way. When this body falls, nothing happens to us. Manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam marga arjavat. See, friends. Therefore, vrittaya tu aham vrittim ashrita. This aham vritti is the foundation on which the idam vrittis are entertained. See. Thereafter, vrittayo manaha. So what is the mind? Mind is thoughts. And which thoughts? Two aspects, aham and idam. And therefore, with the aham manaha, if there is no aham, there is no idam. Like in deep sleep, there is no aham, therefore there is no husband, there is no wife, there is no India, there is no America, there is no rich, there is no poor, there is no Brahman, there is no Kshatriya, everything disappears. Because aham is not there. And therefore, what is the mind? Mind is this aham, aham, aham. See, friends. Therefore, be attentive. The body doesn't suffer. The vision doesn't suffer. When the vision is seeing the green color, the black color, the yellow color, vision doesn't suffer. Mind also doesn't suffer good thoughts, bad thoughts. Then, when somebody, non-existing fictitious personality, gets identified with these conditions of the mind, then a personality, fictitious personality is born. I am happy, I am miserable. In deep sleep, we are neither happy nor miserable. Therefore, this aham, which is this aham? What is this aham? With the aham manaha. See, what is this aham? We are a poultry farm inside. When I say I am old, I am referring to body. See? When I say I am tired, I am referring to the mind. When I say I am a man of principle, the I is the intellect. I am poor, I is associated with the money. I am never ill in my life, always healthy. How many I's? I am husband, I am wife, I am mother, I am father. We are not one I. We are a poultry farm. Cock, 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 cock. Sometime go in a poultry farm and slowly enter without making any noise and just sit down. And then the birds will be, and they'll come into the moment you get disturbed, the whole poultry, cock, 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 cock. Exactly this is what happens inside. So many of them. Now which I? Therefore you will come to know the I who is miserable doesn't exist. Like the dreamer who was miserable, it doesn't exist. This example I had given, one child got up in the morning and crying. The father got angry. Right morning you start crying. You are just like your mother. What happened? Why are you crying? Tell normally. Don't take. Don't cry. Baba, you know, I had a dream. What dream you had? I failed in the examination. Even in the dream you cannot pass. Will you pass really in life? Even in the dream you are not happy, are yaar. This is a dream. Don't take it too seriously. Awaken to the reality. We'll enjoy every moment of life. See? Therefore, vrittayo mano vidhi aham manaha. Now hereafter, next step, the teacher is taking us. Ahamayam kuto bhavati chinvataha. Chinvataha, he who is thus contemplating and inquiring. Chinvataha, ayam aham kutaha bhavati. Where is this I? Or, where from this I has come? See? After marriage, man becomes husband. Where from the husband has come here? No, he came in dowry from the wife. See? And anything you get in dowry is only the rejected mal. See? That is why, all these husbands, when they go to their in-laws' place, they are given lot of respect, reverence and comforts and all that. And these fools think that my mother-in-law loves me more than my original mother. It is not like that. It is a consolation because she knows what stuff she has given you. It's a repair affair. See, friends. Now, where from the husband has come? Ayam aham kuto bhavati. See, friends, that which doesn't exist is miserable. This example, so I had told you. One girl who came and asked me that Swamiji, my mother asked me to ask you, after divorce, the girl becomes widow or not? See? What reply can I give? So I became Gambhir. I have studied all the four Vedas. Then, nowhere there is answer for this. Because the birth of the wife and the death of the wife, Both are illusions. So when you look at each other, hi illusion. See, you will never be miserable in life. But you take all your relations to be real and want to be happy, and therefore you are miserable. Look at the illusion as an illusion and you enjoy. See? In probably where Houston or Dallas, there is one illusion museum. And when you go there, they are so beautiful illusions. We enjoy them. In the same manner, enjoy illusions. Don't become serious. Illusions cannot be improved. You cannot improve the mirage waters. See? You cannot improve the rainbow. All the time the same color, Vibgyor. Why not we change the other way around? It cannot. Because it doesn't exist. See, friends. Therefore, aham ayam kuto bhavati. This I who is miserable, where is he? Where from he has come? When was he born? See, one husband came and spoke to me, Swamiji, please tell my wife. So what should I tell her? I am elder than her. She should respect my age. She condemns me like anything. I said, I will take her side. Why? I said, because she gives me food, you don't give me food. But why so? I said, tell me, were you married together at the same time or one after another? What do you mean? I said, you are married together, is it not? Yes. How many years you are married? 15 years. So you are only teenagers. The age of the husband and wife is always the same. Husband is never elder, wife is never younger. They are teenagers. Then I said, wait for another 4 years. When the teenage is over, then it is better to deal with the known enemy than the unknown friend. See, friends, their spiritual life is a fun. It's not seriousness. Remaining we'll see next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.